So you want to learn Ekko and access diabolical gameplay that will put your opponents through stuff like this. Or this. Well, whether you aim to be the next Sonic Fox or you're just looking to blame your duo Blitzcrank for missing hooks and command grabs, I got your back. But before we get into it, I gotta give a big shout out because this video was created in partnership with Riot Games. So thank you, Riot, for creating a game for fighting game sickos like me to explore and play endlessly. Now, over the course of a few videos, everything that needs to be known about Ekko will be absorbed into that beautiful fighting game section of your mind. Ekko is all about speed, mix-ups, and most fittingly, time and space manipulation. Let's go over his key tools and I'll highlight some ways to use them. Stand light and crouch light are his fastest buttons and main mash option. If you ever find yourself in close quarters combat, these are going to be the normals that can interrupt your opponent or catch them trying to retreat. Crouch medium is Ekko's best low attack, requiring the opponent to crouch block it, which means if they are trying to move around with dashes, they are susceptible to getting hit. Learning the range of this button so you can snipe with it at max distance will lead to many hits. Stand medium and stand heavy are going to be longer range buttons that you could use to interrupt your opponents trying to approach or start pressure without having to move into the range for your lights, giving your opponent less time to check your offense or look to escape. Crouch heavy is your primary anti-air tool. It has invul to help against jump attacks, so even if you do it slightly late, you can still shut down the air approach. Down forward medium is an overhead, requiring the opponent to block it while standing. If you've started a pressure sequence, most players will hold down back to block to not get hit by a crouch medium or a dash up crouch light. This opens up the overhead attack, which can be comboed off with assists, tags, or if Ekko has a clone out. Jump down heavy is your cross up button from jumping. If you ever jump to the other side of the opponent in neutral or for block pressure and mix-ups, this is the normal to press. Now let's take a look at his specials and supers and why Ekko is truly the prodigy of time. Temporal slip is mainly a combo ender, but the key is that the last hit requires the opponent to block the opposite direction from where they were initially blocking. This is very abusable at lower levels. You can super if it connects, you can tag an OTG. If temporal slip is blocked and you have an assist out, you can tag to make your opponent quickly block the original way again. But at higher levels, players will consistently parry this and end your pressure in the process. Time Winder. There's 3 versions of this bad boy. One from the ground where Ekko just chucks it across the screen. This is a great projectile to put on the screen pretty much anytime you're at a distance and you don't think your opponent is going to be jumping in, unless you can cover that jump in with an assist call, of course. The air version goes at an almost 45-degree angle downwards. The last version is Time Winder Toss, which places the Time Winder right in front of Ekko. The biggest thing about Time Winder is if it connects near max range, it gives a slowdown effect, allowing for huge conversions. One more thing about the Time Winders is that you can hit all of them with any of your H buttons, that be crouch H, stand H, whatever it may be. Next up are the S2 moves, and man, this is really where we start to bust it open, because all the S2 moves leave behind an after image, and if you hold the S2 move, it leaves behind a volatile after image. As long as one of these are on screen, then you can go back to it at any time by pressing S2 again. There is an extreme amount of uses for both the regular and volatile after image. So that is going to be the focus of a follow-up video. For now, I want y'all to experiment. They can be used in almost any and every situation, and there's so many possibilities in 2xKO, so maybe you'll find something. If you do, post it in the official Discord or use the character hashtags on Twitter, and I might even include it in a future video. So first is Chrono Strike. Forward advancing hitbox, gonna be your main combo extender for hits that leave you too far to launch the opponent. Calling an assist after this connects will let you easily follow up. In the air, Chrono Strike acts as a downward strike that can jump scare opponents and be tough to anti-air due to its speed. Combining this with an assist call can let you combo off a hit, and calling the assist before it connects can protect you from opponents trying to anti-air. Phase Dive is Ekko's role that is used for absolutely disgusting mix-ups and block strings and knockdown setups. It even steals the corner, so if your opponent thinks they're safe from cross-ups, you can easily time your assist to hit right after your roll, causing your opponent to have to switch their block without any time to react to it. If they don't have the read, they're getting hit. Tangle Timeline is Ekko's install super that continuously creates a volatile after image for several seconds. This unlocks truly forbidden dark magic style mix-ups, and in general is incredibly difficult for the opponent to defend against because at any time Ekko can hop back to the after images. Mega Time Winder is your main combo super, as it really increases Ekko's damage when used in a combo. Unlike a lot of supers, you want to use this one early and then extend from there. Attempt number 37, aka Let's Go Ekko, is his ultimate. Combos from a knockdown and pretty much anywhere with enough hit stun. Also, if a button is pressed on it, Ekko rewinds and punishes the opponent with the full cinematic. Next up, I'm going to quickly go over his assist and some of the partners that I think definitely make Ekko a monster to deal with. Ekko has his grounded Chrono Strike as an assist, which is good for quick pressure and combo conversions, as well as Time Winder, which retains the slowdown property if hit at max distance. Mega Time Winder assist is unlocked if Ekko is KO'd during the match, filling the screen with a super version of Time Winder and creating a giant obstacle for the opponent. As far as partners go, if Ekko is your point character, I recommend characters like Darius, Alawi, Vi, Jinx. These are all characters that have large assists that take up a big part of the screen. And Ekko, while fast, doesn't have too many big hitboxes to swing with. So I think those characters really make up that difference and complete the one part of his kit that he's kind of lacking in. And also just in general, they give him access to those nasty mix-ups that I mentioned earlier that will be in a follow-up video, I promise. I also included some combos at the end of this video for anybody looking to get into the lab. But before we get to that, I want to know, what champions are y'all feeling the most? Ekko is quickly becoming one of my favorite fighting game characters ever. Like legit, I'm addicted to playing him online, spend hours in the lab, wherever I can. I've been putting time into Ekko, but I want to hear if anything inspires me for a new pairing or just in general what y'all are feeling. All the characters in this game are so unique that eventually I do want to learn everybody, but we got a couple more videos in this Ekko series, but let me know who you want to see in the future. Thank you for watching, and thank you again to Riot Games for collabing on this video.